used to be Lonzo, now I'm ballin' like I'm Kobe. I used to buy the Wrangler, now the jeans made for me. And I done made a name, give a month, I start touring, bitch. And I can't stop now. West Coast like I'm Pac now. Ride around town with the top down.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? AK the Analyst here with you guys for another episode of What's the Call. Today is January 26th, 2020. And this morning at around 9:47 a.m., we lost an NBA legend, an icon in sports, and a tremendous competitor. Kobe Bean Bryant died at the age of 41, with his daughter Gianna Bryant. Kobe Bryant meant a lot to me. He was what got me to love the game of basketball, and my love of the game of basketball is just because of him. And my first NBA Finals that I ever watched was the 2010 NBA Finals. In that moment, Kobe Bryant jumped on the scores table as the most iconic Kobe Bryant moment I remember in my lifetime. We know all the accolades and achievements. But yeah, I'm here with Sports Mix.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Sorry our voices don't sound as usually upbeat as normally we would be, but today, again, like AK said, we lost a true legend to the game of basketball. And the thing about Kobe is he's a very special person on and off the court. It was because of him that so many people around the world, so many like young kids looking up to him, that they picked up a basketball in the first place. And he was a part of the entire Lakers dynasty with Shaq, and they just balled out together. And to lose someone like Kobe really hurts us all around the world. And just to kind of give you guys a little bit more of an insight of what exactly happened, Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna, 13 years old, they were attending I think it was Gianna's like AAU basketball team travel game. And as many of you guys may not know, Kobe Bryant does not like to drive. He never liked to drive when it came to him going to his games at the Staples Center or just anywhere in general. So he would actually take his private helicopter to games whenever he would have to go to the Staples Center, because from his house to Staples Centers is like an hour and 30 minutes away, and it wouldn't be good for his back, his feet, just sitting cramped in a car through LA traffic for that long. So with the private helicopter, he would get there within 20 minutes. So obviously he would be used to, at this point, he would be used to getting to his private helicopter. He thought it was safe, and unfortunately mistakes do happen. I actually don't know what the malfunction was with the private helicopter itself. I don't know if you know, AK.
I believe it just caught on fire, and it was also a very cloudy day, so they said that was also a factor, and they were trying to land, and it went bad from there.
Yeah, that's right. So there were no survivors. I believe a couple of different reports came out. From what I know right now, there were about 9 people on board.
Yeah, 9 people.
9 people on board. Yeah, and two of the other people I know was another parent and another daughter, the daughter of that parent, also attending the same game that Kobe's daughter was attending as well. So just a huge misfortune to all NBA fans, all NBA legends out there, even ones that are still alive. Magic Johnson, Jordan, everybody is heartbroken right now. I believe that they may close off some NBA games tonight or tomorrow in honor of Kobe, because no one's in the mood to play basketball right now. Even though how much we love the game, it was because we loved it because of Kobe, and to lose someone like that, it just really hurts us.
Adding on to what Sports Mix said, I mean, this Kobe Bryant wasn't just an NBA legend, he was a sports icon. The Mamba mentality, you hear about it, he brought in a whole different mindset to all sports, and life in a sense too. Kobe Bryant was the most competitive guy that I've ever heard in basketball history, and maybe even sports. The way he approached games, the way he prepared. One thing that I loved about him is he never let his talent do the talk. If anything, he spent hours and hours of just working hard. And seeing somebody who really kind of even after retiring from the game, starting this whole new chapter in his life by preparing his daughter Gianna and getting her to become another great basketball player, and seeing how involved he was with his family and the city of Los Angeles and just everybody around him. It's just very, very heartbreaking. My prayers and thoughts to Gigi, Kobe, and his wife Vanessa, and the whole Bryant family and the NBA community in general. We know that in a lot of these games, the Spurs, in their game, they went for a 24-second violation in honor of Kobe Bryant. The Hawks did too. Trae Young, all-star guard, he wore the number 8 in honor of Kobe Bryant. And Devin Booker getting emotional, and Tyson Chandler and LeBron James, of course. There's just a lot of sadness. And 2020 has already gotten off to a weird start, but this is just more salt to the injury. And in this video, I kind of want to focus more on the moments that Kobe made everybody smile, or made everybody happy or excited as a basketball fan. Life is short, and we shouldn't take any second for granted on this planet. You can have everything in the world, but once that person is gone in your life that is special, that time will never come back. And like I say, just make sure that you guys hug the person next to you, hug your parents, hug your siblings, just tell everybody you love them, because tomorrow is not promised or guaranteed. And I'm sure that's how the Bryant household is feeling right now.
Yeah, right. And I think we should also just take a minute to understand what Mamba mentality, that was his famous phrase, Mamba mentality, what that actually means. And when I like to compare the different greats like LeBron, MJ, and Kobe, those are my top 3, by the way. Kobe had the best of what is called Mamba mentality, obviously since it was his own phrase, but what I would define Mamba mentality as is work ethic. And of course LeBron, Kobe, and MJ, they all have such of a great work ethic when it comes to even working on vacation or working on breaks. But Kobe, even off of the court, he just never let anyone get to his head. He was always thinking about basketball, always thinking about winning championships, which is why he won 5. And even when it came to like trying to be friends with different people in the NBA, he knew obviously like you have to have some friends, some buds in the NBA who you're chill with, but he knew which ones he should have kept on to. And I think that guys like Magic Johnson, obviously Shaq, obviously LeBron, those are the guys you got to keep on with. But I'm not trying to like hate on MJ or anything, but my sources told me, obviously I've never met MJ in my life, but MJ wasn't a very like welcoming person in real life. Obviously, after Kobe put basketball aside from him, which he never really did, he just retired from the NBA, he became a lot more friendlier. He started to loosen up a little bit, obviously taking helicopters to his daughter's games. Like, that's the fun-loving Kobe we are all accustomed to. And I know we've been saying this throughout the entire video, but just to lose someone like Kobe, it really hurts, which is why we decided to make this video. And AK, I think we were just gonna quickly scan over Kobe's best moments of his NBA and regular life. So I'm going to start off with the first one. Obviously, as many of you guys know, Kobe Bryant, he has scored the second most points in NBA history in one game, which is 81. Wilt Chamberlain obviously standing at number 1 with a 100-point game. This game, it happened on January 22nd, 2006. The Lakers did win 122-104, and obviously scoring 81 points in that game is crazy. That season, actually, I should mention, he averaged a league best 35.4 points per game. So this Mamba mentality really got the best of him, and he was able to pursue his basically dreams of becoming one of the greatest. Obviously, this season, the 2006 season, one of the most important seasons. He had 27 points in the third quarter, which is 10 less than the record currently held by Klay Thompson, and he had 28 points in the fourth quarter. So it was basically, and also he made 28 out of 46 shots, just giving you a couple different stats of this marvelous game. AK, would you like to take off the next one?
Yeah, so I think the next, the next iconic moment just in sports in general is after Kobe obtained that Achilles injury, going back out there and scoring 2 free throws before he was helped off the court. So in a game against the Golden State Warriors in April of 2013, Bryant was 34 years old, so he was kind of towards the tail end of his career, 16th year in the league. He fell to the ground and grabbed the back of his left ankle. You know the rest of the story. You know what that means in sports. It's most likely a Achilles tear. He still stayed in the game though and made 2 free throws to tie the game at 109, and then hobbled off the court to the locker room. And, afterward, the team said that Bryant had torn his Achilles tendon, which is generally regarded as one of the most devastating for any basketball player. That tends to be a career-ending injury. So, when that injury happened to Kevin Durant, the first thing was, oh my God, this could be career-altering, but that's a whole nother story for another time. But the fact that he stayed, though, to make those free throws in that game kind of just showed you the animal and spirit that this guy really had. I mean, the heart of a lion. Achilles tear, if you guys don't know, it's basically like feeling like you don't even have, from what I've heard, your foot there, if anything, and it's just this pain that, grown men cry from. And, this guy with tears in his eyes goes out there and, with this injury still sinks 2 free throws. Just shows you the pride that this guy had and the love for the game that this guy had, and true competitor. But yeah, that's, another iconic moment I take away from Kobe.
All right, and we're gonna do a couple more iconic moments. We are going to do let's do okay, so this is actually a very important moment for Kobe, and it kind of shows how he was not only a basketball player, but he was just an all-around amazing guy. Kobe Bryant had won an Oscar in his career, and in 2018 he won the Oscar for his best short animated film entitled Dear Basketball, which he wrote and narrated. So obviously this wasn't some like documentary that some other hardworking guys made for him. Kobe Bryant had the idea to write this entire movie, like write the script and narrate it and direct it, which was absolutely it's just incredible. And it was based on a poem that Bryant had wrote for the Players Tribune in 2015 that shows his love for the game and why he chose to retire from it. Obviously, leaving behind on a 60-point game against the Utah Jazz was absolutely incredible, which you guys can see happening on the screen right here. We just kind of wanted to recreate an amazing moment from Kobe Bryant in itself. So like all these different moments we're kind of giving you, it just shows how much Kobe Bryant really loved the game of basketball. He took basketball and he expanded its topping into so many different levels, like a movie. So again, winning an Oscar, which is an award that so many people dream of getting for their accomplishments. Kobe Bryant, he was able to put all his love, all his words, all his passion into one movie, and it created something truly inexplicable. Okay, you want to take over the last moment?
Yeah, and the last moment before I move on, Mix talked about the short little animation that Kobe Bryant made. People forget that after Kobe retired, his 2 main goals were to ensure that the acknowledgement of women's basketball and trying to have it grow and develop, not just his daughter Gigi but all girl basketball players, was a huge goal of his. And then the second one was just producing movies and documentaries. And the thing about Kobe Bryant is it wasn't even like the documentaries about himself. That wasn't his goal. His goal was to take the stories that he had and give those to viewers. That way they could take those stories and use that to work harder for themselves, right? Kind of like a motivational speaker, but in a film sense. But I think the next iconic moment for me would have to be that last game that Kobe Bryant played against the Utah Jazz, his 61-point game. Obviously, we know that was an iconic moment, another iconic moment by Kobe Bean Bryant in sports history. The dude's, ending his 20-year career in a game in the Staples Center against the Utah Jazz, and he scores 61 points. And words can't even describe. Like, you had to watch this game to realize how amazing it is. I mean, you hear 61 points here and like, golly, a dude in his 20th season dropping 61 points. Like, that doesn't even do it justice. You had to watch the game. The court was labeled with the numbers 8 and 24 to, honor Kobe Bryant. Stars like Snoop Dogg, Shaquille O'Neal, any rapper you could really think of, any movie star. It was the thing to see. It was the thing to watch. The Golden State Warriors are, about to break a record in most wins in the regular season. That wasn't even the topic because Kobe Bryant just scored 61 points in his last game. Like, how amazing is that? This guy's in his 20th year. That game, though, was just, it was great to watch, and it was also very sad. I remember when Dwayne Wade retired, I was so sad, and then, I remember, Kobe Bryant's gone, Dwayne Wade's gone, all these legends that we've watched growing up are slowly starting to go away, and it's just starting, it really hit me hard that, Kobe Bryant was, done with the NBA, but, when you have a moment like this where now he's officially, gone from the rest of the world. You can't even hear his voice anymore in an interview. You can't see what he, his goals that he set after he retired. You can't watch him accomplish those. But I think the most important thing that we do now that Kobe Bryant has passed is, obviously mourn and be sad, but also try to achieve those goals for him, right? He would want us to do that for him. And what I mean by that is, just work hard, but also value those around us. And Kobe Bryant did that with everything that he did. Through Phil Jackson, Pau Gasol, Ron Artest. I mean, these guys will all tell you that this guy was a true competitor, but he worked his tail off. And I think that is the biggest takeaway we can take from Kobe Bryant's life. You can have all the talent you have, but when talent what is that saying? When talent fails to work hard, then hard work beats talent.
You're
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kobe Bryant was a true, I guess you could say, the picture of what that saying is. And he'll forever be a important role model in my life. When I was younger, he was my hero. When kids have superheroes, this was my superhero. And just seeing what he did for the NBA, basketball in general, and how his death has impacted the world is just truly, truly both sad and amazing.
And also, guys, just to kind of show you the spectrum of how much of an impact Kobe Bryant had made on the NBA, I was just informed by Twitter that Mark Cuban of the Dallas Mavericks, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, that organization has decided that nobody will ever in that organization wear the number 24 in honor of Kobe Bryant as well. In addition to that, I was scrolling through Twitter a couple of hours ago, and I saw an ESPN writer, I forgot who it was, but he said that a great idea to in honor of Kobe Bryant is for Team Giannis during the All-Star game to wear number 8 and Team LeBron during the All-Star game to wear number 24, both numbers for Kobe Bryant, just to show how much Kobe Bryant had an impact. And legends have died before, right? But those legends, we all knew it was coming. There would be times where the legends would be 80 years old and they would be in the hospital, unfortunately sick, and we knew it was coming to a close. But here we woke up today still thinking that Kobe Bryant was living his life, having fun with retirement, and then all of a sudden he's dead. So again, that's just to show you how short life is, and how much that you should really take control of what you have and be thankful for everything. So just quickly, I just want to end off this podcast on a Kobe quote. Here's the quote: "Learn to love the hate, embrace it, enjoy it. You earned it. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and everyone should have one about you. Haters are a good problem to have. Nobody hates the good ones. They hate the great ones." Kobe Bean Bryant. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this podcast. Obviously, not one of our more upbeat podcasts, but rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You were an absolute legend. We will love you. The NBA will love you from forever, for however long this league begins to exist. You will obviously always be a legend. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please subscribe and smash that like button. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. We're trying to grow. Again, also please follow us on Instagram at _what's_the_call_. We do daily NBA and NFL content on that channel, so on that Instagram page. So if you guys want to be kept updated with all the latest news, updates, analysis, everything like that, please go follow that channel. Everything is on there. So AK, you want to sign off?
Yeah, thank you guys for the endless support. And even through this tough time like this, we just want to thank you guys. And if you guys ever need to talk, or need somebody to talk, or need somebody to hear about your day, you can always DM us on our Instagram account. We would love to hear what you guys have to say. Remember, life is short, and you can't take every moment for granted on this planet. So again, we're here if you guys need us. But again, thank you so much for the support. We hope you liked today's video. Remember to please comment, like, subscribe, and share. And yep, signing off.